Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Here's a question for everybody in the room. Is it creepy to go take pictures of girls and then ask them out on a date?
Yes. How are you even asking that? Not maybe. There's no maybe involved in that.
I think that's a great way to do it. And that's how John, who's on the phone for a second date update today, got his date, just taking some pictures and then asked a girl out. And she said yes. John, I think you and I need to hang out occasionally.
No.
Seems like our dating styles are similar.
Well, hold on. You're making me sound as creepy as you are, and that's not how this is at all.
What are you talking about? Your email said that you were taking some pictures and then you asked a girl out on a date.
Right, but you're doing it probably in a trench coat sitting in the corner on your phone. I'm a professional wedding photographer.
That
Whatever.
makes sense.
Tomato. It's your job.
So
Who cares?
It's a little bit different.
You were still taking pictures of her and asked her out.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't the bride.
No. It's one of the bridesmaids.
Okay.
That's actually, I mean, thinking about it, so you're a wedding photographer, and the girl that you want to call today, that's where you met her. Was at one of the weddings that you were shooting?
Exactly.
Okay. That's actually a good job because you're there, you're taking pictures. A lot of single girls, a lot of sad girls because they're not getting married. Perfect opportunity to pounce.
I have dated a lot of photographers, and there is something sexy about a man with a camera in his hand.
Well, first of all, thank you, but I have never done this before. It's never happened. I try and be professional when I do it, but this one was just kind of different.
Okay. What was different about her?
She was just so cool. Her name was Casey, and like I said, I always try and be professional, but while the family was trying to figure out what picture they wanted next, and they were trying to get one of the grandparents and getting everybody together, she and I were just kind of chatting, and I wasn't hitting on her. We were just kind of talking about things, and she was just really, really fun.
So when did you ask her out? At the end of the wedding, or?
Yeah, it was at the very end. But the thing is, I was packing up my equipment, and everything was kind of shutting down, and she came over to say goodbye, and since she approached me, I kind of took a deep breath and I said, I don't know if this is okay or appropriate, but I would really love to grab dinner with you. And
That's awesome.
she said definitely, and we exchanged phone numbers, and it seemed great.
Okay.
It turns out that it's actually just a big ploy for the bride to get a discount on her photos. How did dinner go?
Well, that's the issue. So we talked about it that night and kind of said, how about next Saturday? And she said, sure. And I said, I'll text you a time and a place.
So you actually made plans to meet up at the wedding?
Yeah. I mean, we picked the day. We just didn't pick the place because I didn't know where I was going to be coming from. I had some stuff to do during the day. But I texted her on Friday and said, hey, this restaurant at this time, I can't wait to see you. And the thing is, she didn't text back. But I thought maybe she was busy or doing something. So I actually went to the restaurant the next day, and she never showed up.
Okay,
That sucks.
so she stood you up.
That's weird.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Were you guys texting beforehand at all, or you just were waiting?
No, because I was just trying to be casual about it, and I didn't want to start all this stuff like a high school girl and be like, hey, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
I thought I'd wait till Saturday night and go from there.
Okay, and when she didn't show up to the restaurant, did you try to get a hold of her then? Like, hey, I thought we made plans?
Well, no, because I didn't want her to ask me if I actually showed up.
Oh, so you didn't want her to know
I
that you
see.
showed up and waited for her like a little puppy dog.
Exactly.
Have you tried to contact her at all since then?
No.
Nothing.
No, because like I said, if I don't know how to lead in with anything other than, hey, what happened on Saturday?
Are you sure you had a date with her?
Yeah, I'm positive. I am positive. We exchanged numbers, and we definitely had plans. She said she would meet me there.
I mean, by the end of the wedding, I've been a bridesmaid many times. I wouldn't have ever called myself sober at the end of the night. Was she just maybe too wasted and she didn't remember?
I don't think so, because I even thought about that, but she seemed fine. There were some other people there that didn't seem fine, but I think she was okay.
For her to approach you at the end of the wedding and then start
Yeah.
up a conversation sounds like she actually liked you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
weird
great.
that she's just blowing you off and hasn't said anything to you at all.
Exactly. That's what I don't understand.
Okay.
So is it going to be strange when we call her? Or are you going to want to admit that you waited at the restaurant?
Is it going to be strange? Absolutely. But I listen to you guys all the time, and I'm like, you know what? If it's going to be weird, I'm at least going to let my friends help me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's going to be weird, you might as well do it here. It can't be weirder than some of the stuff that we've heard.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to play a song.
But if I can request, I think Brooke should do most of the talking because it'll be a lot more smooth that way.
You think a girl and a
No
girl?
offense. No offense. I'm just saying.
All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second date update, John is on the phone. He's a wedding photographer. Was taking some pictures at a wedding, ended up striking up a conversation with a beautiful young bridesmaid named Casey. They agreed to go out the next week, and then the night before he was like, hey, we still meeting up at the restaurant? Didn't hear anything back. So he actually decided to show up to the restaurant that they agreed to go to, and she never showed. Hasn't heard anything from her since. Hey, John. Hey, while I got you on the phone, real quick, I want to book you for a gig, since I know you do this kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing a shoot in my bedroom at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. I want to see if you might come take pictures of that. You probably do that kind of work all the time, right?
Not for people like you. Even photographers have to have standards.
It'll be great. It'll be just me and you, and then I'll pay you by the minute because I'm not sure how long it's going to take me. All right, man. We're about to call Casey. You ready? Any last thoughts before we dial her phone number?
No. I'm just nervous.
I mean, this is the first time you've ever hit on somebody at a wedding.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'll dial the phone number right now.
Hello,
Hi, is Casey there?
this is Casey.
Hey, Casey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From the radio?
Yes, sir. From the radio. How you doing?
No, it's not.
Yes.
That would be
Yeah, it
awesome
is.
if it wasn't.
Listen to all these. Look, that's Brooke. That's Jose laughing over there.
Casey, it really
And this is me.
Oh, this is weird. Okay, hi.
You're the one that made it weird by not believing it was me. Any idea why I'm calling you?
Not a clue.
You recently scheduled a date with a guy named John, who you met at your friend's wedding. He was taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John emailed us and told us all about meeting you. Said you guys had a date scheduled for a Saturday at a restaurant, and you never showed up.
Oh my God.
Is there any particular reason why you blew him off?
It just wasn't what I thought.
Well, how do you know the date wasn't what you thought if you didn't go?
Not the date so much as the situation wasn't what I thought.
Do you mean like he wasn't even paid to be a photographer at your friend's wedding? He was just some creep who showed up taking pictures?
No, like he was a photographer, yes.
Oh, damn. I had made that up in my head. It was going to be so much better.
No, he was the photographer at my friend's wedding, yes.
Okay.
Did you not understand that he was like hitting on you and it was going to be a date?
No, he did ask me out, and I did say yes.
Okay, so you wanted to go out with him.
I did at the time, yes.
What happened between you guys agreeing to go out and then the actual day for your guys' date?
So after he asked me out, I was telling a few of my friends at the wedding that the photographer had asked me out
Yeah.
and that I had said that I would go. And one of the bridesmaids said, "Are you serious?" Because he asked me out too.
Shut up.
So he asked one of the other bridesmaids out as well?
Yeah.
So did you get the vibe that he was just, that's what he does, takes pictures and asks girls out?
Well, that's what I was wondering at that point. And I mean, like, if he's, a photographer at weddings all the time, is this just what he does?
Did your friend go out with him?
I actually don't know what happened with him. As soon as she told me that he had asked her out, I got a weird vibe, and I was done.
So, so he's just running around the wedding asking every girl he possibly can out on a date.
I mean, that's what it seems like, yeah.
We talked to him about meeting you, and he said that he never hits on girls at weddings. He made it a point to say that.
Yeah.
Well, he's obviously a liar.
And you sure this girl's telling you the truth?
I don't think that she would have any reason to lie. Yeah, I think she was telling the truth. So I didn't want to go out with him after that because it's just that's creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd understand that. That turned me off, too.
Yeah.
So you didn't show up for your date because you feel like John was a creep.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is when I should tell you that John, the creepy photographer guy, is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
But hold on. I wanted to try and jump in when I heard you say I was talking to another bridesmaid. Like, I don't know if my phone wasn't on or whatever, but like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't ask anybody else out.
Why would someone make that up then? Why would someone tell me that?
I have no idea. I didn't even talk to that many people. Like, and you said another one of the bridesmaids?
Yeah, Allison.
Is she the one that says she's a waitress?
Yes.
Okay, listen. She said where she worked, and I said, I've heard of that place. That's all I said. I don't know if she thinks that means a date. I was just making small talk because I'm at a wedding for 3 hours.
Are you lying or are you being serious right now, John?
No, I promise you, it was just conversation. You know, we're just standing there.
Yeah, but why would she say specifically that you asked her out? Like, I know her. Like, she doesn't, like, misunderstand things like that.
Okay, the only thing I can think of is this. I said, if I go there, I can have a drink. But I did not say, we will have a drink. Like, we implies that we will be together.
Hey,
I
Casey.
implies that sometimes it's sad and I drink by myself.
Casey, let me ask you this. Your friend, there are girls like this, there are guys like this too, that whenever somebody of the opposite sex talks to them and asks them anything about what they do, they're like, oh my God, he's hitting on me. Is she one of those type of girls, or is John a pervert?
She's not.
That's so weird. So, John, do you have her phone number? Like, could you call the Allison girl right now?
No, I don't know her last name. Honestly, I didn't even remember who she was until you said her name.
Do you believe him, Casey?
I don't know.
But did
I
you
don't
have
know.
a good time when we were talking?
Did I have a good time when we were talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It was a nice conversation, of course. I wouldn't have said yes to the date if I didn't have a good time when we were talking.
Did all the other girls that you were talking to have a good time too, John?
Exactly.
Right?
Didn't I say Brooke was supposed to do all the
Casey, would you like to go on a second date with John? We will pay for it.
I think I want to check in with Allison and talk to her about this before I say yes.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
John, are you okay with that? If Casey checks in with her friend to make sure that you're not being a pervert?
I'm not okay with you calling me a perv again and again. But yeah, I think I'm okay with her talking to Allison. I just hope Allison like is honest with her and you know remembers the truth.
Remembers the.
So you're already setting it up to call Allison a liar.
Yeah,
You realize that,
pretty
John?
No, I just like I said. I mean, people at wedding receptions drink, and I think she might have saw something that wasn't there. But like I said,
Now it sounds
I
like you're
don't have her
backpedaling. It sounds like you're backpedaling so hard. Like if she tells the
But
truth,
no,
that she's
I
not
don't
drunk.
have her phone number. I don't have her phone number. Like I didn't try and like establish more communication. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Good point.
Okay, that's a no for me. John,
Oh.
it sounds like you're trying to cover up a lie or you're trying to, like, cover your ass. I mean, like, it's a no.
Oh my gosh, John, you just talked yourself out of a date.
Yeah.
What happened, buddy?
Casey, I'm telling you, if we sat and talked, we would have a good time. And I felt something when we were talking before, and I promise you, I would love to get to know you better and not anyone else.
No.
But I really don't think you need to talk to Allison about it.
Yeah, of course
Of
not.
course.
Because you asked Allison out.
Oh my gosh, own it, John.
No, it's not that. I'm telling you, I think she saw what she wanted to see, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, sure, John.
Wasn't there because she said no when you asked her out.
She didn't say no.
Oh, so she said yes, John?
No, she didn't say anything. There was no question.
Yeah.
There was no question involved.
Oh, poor John.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.